Once again, thank you, and more importantly, I guess I do have a call out for all of you. How many of you have friends out there? Raise your hands. Even if you don't, raise your hand. What I need you to do leaving here is make sure that, and this is tough for me because they talk about Twitter and this kind of stuff that I can't deal with anymore or even know what it's about. But I need you to reach out to all of your friends and make sure they come see us, because this is a wonderful experience for them. Finally, it's my pleasure to introduce, again, this doesn't just happen because of the Marcus Corporation in its 80 years of history. And by the way, we happen to have two of the generations here with us. We have Steve Marcus, who's second generation, and he's the chairman of our company. And we happen to have Greg Marcus, which will be up here shortly, and he's the president and CEO of our corporation. We're also joined by David Marcus, their brother, Greg's brother, that's joined us here today. So we're very pleased to have him here with us. But this cooperation, the launch of this theater, is because you have a wonderful city. You have an amazing city, and you have leadership that saw the capabilities of what this could be. And so it's my pleasure to introduce the former mayor of Sun Prairie, Mayor John Frew, to please join us up here, along with the current mayor, Paul Lesser. Please join us in.
Well, thank you. Who would have thought 8 years ago, Mark, Katie, your team have been great partners with the city of Sun Prairie, and we were so thrilled to have you guys as part of this community. We certainly have come a long way, and what a beautiful facility that you guys have created. I was here for the groundbreaking and shared with the community how excited I was that this project was getting started just a short 11 months ago, and what a long ways you guys have come. We're thrilled to have you as part of the community. You're really an important piece of this community in this project out here in Prairie Lakes. Truly a premier entertainment, dining, and shopping facility in Dane County and in the state of Wisconsin. With that, I want to turn it over to our now current mayor, who will take the baton and welcome Marcus to the community. So.
Thank you, John. I want to do two things here this evening. I first of all want to thank John Freund. He's the person that from the city government led the city's aspect of this project. John was in there for a very long time. This went on through many steps, some of them stopping and starting, and John made all of this happen. And so it's important that this evening we remember John's contribution to this, and that's why he's up here with us. And I want to, on behalf of the community of Sun Prairie, to thank John for everything he did in making this happen. John graciously says it was a team effort, and of course it was, but most of the team is still here. So I wanted to point John out. But the other thing I wanted to do this evening is thank Marcus. Marcus has stuck with this project for a long time and had a vision of wanting to make this happen, and they did make it happen. And now we as a community are going to have the benefit of that. I've lived in Sun Prairie for many years. My wife Carol and I have been here, and we've had young children. They grew up, and all over these years we always used to say, well, how can't we find a way to get our kids into the movie theaters at Easttown? Well, Marcus has trumped us. They brought the movie theater to Sun Prairie, so now it's here for our kids. I think that's a big step, and that's something really unique, something that I appreciate their efforts for doing. So in conclusion, I want to thank everybody from Marcus for the efforts that you put forth, your persistence in working with us, and congratulations on a beautiful project. This is a gorgeous place. It's going to be a destination, and it will be for many years to come. Thank you.
Okay, I did forget a couple of names, and I have to, if I don't say them, obviously I'll be in big trouble. Number one, I wouldn't be a good salesperson if I didn't put another sales pitch on you. First, I would tell you that we have our head of film buying, and obviously our film buyer responsible for this area. We have Sonny and Rick who are with us. So all these wonderful films that you'll be seeing on the screens, you'll need to thank them for it. As you can see, this great facility, so here's my sales pitch. As you can see, this great facility lends itself for a lot of group functions, which we have a wonderful leader in Clint who happens to be in the audience out here, and he'd be more than glad to talk to you about group sales. And then finally, I totally forgot the most important group of people that I need to thank. And that most important group is the people that you're going to be dealing with day in and day out operating this facility. Not only the amazing associates that we've recruited from this wonderful community, but frankly their leadership. And so you start out with Matt Lee, who's the Senior Director of Operations for our company, to basically the District Director for this area, and Tim Ward. And here's a name that you need to remember, and by the way, it won't be a hard one because you've known him probably for the majority of the years in running our Eastgate Theater, is Tom Reichel as our General Manager. Please give him a great round of applause. And by the way, all those team members, all that human resource work doesn't happen if you don't have an amazing human resource team. And so we've been blessed by the fact that we have Barb Mackey with us, and we certainly have Lindsay and Jen, which have done an amazing job with our associates. So thank you.